Omicron needed now. Void the series. Bring the boys home.
I'll tell you what we're looking at here, Sam Perry. What we're looking at here is a bunch of Christmas turkeys. That's what we're looking at here with England. They're Christmas turkeys. They're having a laugh. They're taking the piss out of us, I think. I think this is all just an in-joke now, these Ashes series. I don't know if it can get much worse, but welcome back to the great cricketer. And you know what? If you have a Christmas turkey and you want it insured, use ACO because they're India's leading digital insurance company. I don't know. Just a new way to say that. We thank ACO as always. Australia thought, you know what, we'll have a roll at these blokes. They won the toss, and Pat Cummins, Aussie Pat, our Aussie Pat, he had the fucking balls to send these blokes in. You know who didn't? Joe Root at the Gabba. And that was actually probably a good call, but still I just felt something.
And wasn't Cummins beaming?
Oh, with something. Pride, delight, fear, anger. Omicron.
He was both beaming, he was elated, and he was also a dog on a leash, angered at having missed the last test.
Yeah, he said he was angry, but he didn't know who to direct that anger towards. He had some ire in the fire, but he didn't know where to channel it. He just felt something.
Did you say the scores from today?
185 all out, England. Australia, 61 for one loss.
Giving England their due by saying it their way.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to give them something. Fucking bit of Christmas pud.
Mate, a bit of fucking grade terms here. Any fucking danger? Mate, any danger?
Yeah.
Any danger?
So we have just come from the MCG today, and we are hopefully going to drop some stuff tonight. We'll be speaking to people outside the ground. And you know what? With those people, Australians are pissed off. Australians are angry that England are this bad.
Three things, here goes. We're going to start with selections and the general build-up to today. Because...
Yeah. Dude, this sucks.
Our operation...
I want a different job now.
People have been saying it.
Yeah, in the street. Dude, this sucks.
Mate, there's always build up to Boxing Day, but...
Yeah. Jesus stuff.
A lot of chat.
Bethlehem gear.
Yeah, Bethlehem away.
What are you looking at? A bit of Bethlehem away stuff.
Yeah. Tough away trip.
That was a tough away, Bethlehem. They spoke about that a lot.
Get off the plane, fucking give it to you.
Oh, yeah. Flares, donkeys.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking up the lights, following shit.
Yeah.
Looking up at lights, following shit.
Yeah, yeah. Frankincense.
That was actually the emblem that they had under their banner there. Looking up at lights, following shit.
So a lot of chat from England's side heading into Boxing Day.
Much chat.
I liked it. I liked Joe Root getting angry.
What'd you like?
A little bit. Just feeling something. I liked emotion.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I liked something bubbling up from the stiff upper lip.
Hey, brother, we need something in this series.
And we saw a blame game going on, frankly, heading into this test. And didn't the Gen X legends love it? You know, there was
There
was a lot of advice flying around heading into Boxing Day.
Finally, ex-pros giving current players advice.
And I reckon I could boil it down because there was reams and reams of copy.
Put it in the sieve.
Yeah.
Tell me what it is.
From both countries.
What comes out
from
in the
all,
wash?
From all countries. It really boiled down to when you're batting, look after your off bail.
Yeah.
When you're bowling, bowl it at the off bail. And generally, be a cunt. I reckon
Well, looks like this is a free video.
Everyone said it. Sorry. Bleep it. I don't care. Need that 5 cents from this show.
Yeah, exactly.
So, there were different words that people used. Energy, aggression.
Yeah, it all means the same thing.
Hey, just be nasty.
Yeah.
And bowl it at the off bail. That's pretty good advice. Anyway, bit of chat out there, bit of Broad Anderson stuff, bit of Joe Root stuff.
Mate, can I just say, finally a platform for me to speak my thoughts.
Finally.
I get the vibe of Broad and Anderson. You know what? For the most part, they've won everything in that there is to win. In that they've won home and away Ashes series. Okay, they didn't win the 2019 World Cup because they weren't playing in that team. But they've won heaps of stuff. They've lost heaps of games. They strike me as like the two best players in a club that finishes 12th out of 20th. And there's a bit of toxic stuff. I don't know what they're like as people. They probably are really nice guys, but I just get the feeling like they've got too much power and it's a bit toxic and they feel like they can just have a pop back at Joe Root, who is by far and away their best player. But they've got the wickets and it's like, you know, I mean, the conversation kind of is silly to like be talking about like what bowlers they should pick or whatever, when fundamentally they scored 230 on the flattest wicket in the country in the first innings. There's not enough runs in the team. No runs in the team. We've said this for ages. But if you're 40 years old, do you need to have a pop at your captain about the team batting shit? I mean, doesn't seem right to me.
I just think when the other team's way better than you, that they just expose holes wherever you look.
That's true.
And then people start protecting themselves, and this is how a tour unravels. It's like the anatomy of a collapse, except it's the anatomy of a tour collapsing.
Hey, this tour is collapsing.
Between the second and third test, 2-0 down, now you start getting the infighting stuff. But the infighting's happening in public, and then you deny the infighting in public, and that actually exacerbates the infighting in and of itself.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. In this test, what we've seen, we'll get into the game in a sec, but, you know, like Scotty Boland getting a wicket off Mark Wood, tour over. Joss Butler hitting one down Boland's throat, you know, just before tea, tour over.
Fuck me.
You know, a bit of comical Jack Leach stuff down the ground. It's all.
Hey, what about even the best player, Root, 50? Ninth time to 50 out of 22 innings in Australia. And then plays
six stump.
Kind of the worst shot of the day. Up there. Actually, now I think about it, it's actually probably the fourth worst shot of the day. But still, the best player getting out like that, in that over to that bowler like that. Ugh.
Well,
give me something, Joe. Come on.
We're just yarning here out of order. So just specifically, if you're just catching up with this, Crawley, Bairstow, Wood, Leach were in. Burns, Pope, Wokes and Broad out.
Yeah.
For Australia, Cummins and Boland in. Richardson and Neser out. England talking a big game. Old bloke said pitch it up and be a coat.
Yeah.
You know, leave the ball, all that sort of stuff. All Australia's wanted in this game as a nation is for England to put some pressure on us. Just apply some pressure.
Yeah.
You know, this series...
We still want to win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like going to a schoolyard fight after school.
Yep.
Two blokes are fighting.
Yeah.
And you want to see a contest, you know? Like, and
one guy's got a gun.
But as soon as someone's not as good as the other person, it just takes the edge off, you know? And that's the most annoying thing about this so far.
You know in the UFC when like...
Yes, I do. I know it well.
When one of the fighters like punches the other fighter in the face and they're knocked out basically before they hit the ground. And then there's like these moments where they still get a couple of shots in because they taught to attack until the fucking ref pulls them away. These last three test match are like the 4 to 6 punches when the already knocked out fighter are getting hit on the face. On the deck. That's what this feels like now. It's uncomfortable to watch. Not sure I'm really having a good time. I'm annoyed that England sucked this bad. Give me something. Give me a ray of hope.
Thing 2, predictable England. So Root called for a reaction. And the game started late, he goes, with a bit of rain around. Yeah. And just to paint the picture of Melbourne, everyone's in jumpers or vests, you know, on the field, players off the field as well. The wind's whipping off the Southern Ocean.
Some whippage.
All day. You can hear the hum of English people singing God Save the Queen. There's still a bit about before the game. There's a bit of a hum.
God save the fucking batting order.
You know, the final notes of each anthem singer was elevated. God save the Queen, you know? Mm-hmm. Same with Advanced Australia Friend. I won't do that. Auntie Joy Murphy, Indigenous elder, tearing leaves off the local plants.
Right.
In the Welcome to Country. Scott Boland getting a mention. Shivers down the spine.
Yeah.
It was still Boxing Day. We were feeling good. The Aussies were arm in arm, you know? Prior to that, Cummins, kissed on the dick, wins the toss. Beaming smile.
Yeah.
The MCG, 11 millimetres of grass. What can he do with it? Well, we fucking know what he can do with it.
Why do I feel, though, like if Australia lost the toss...
Yeah, Australia bat.
Ipso facto, England win the toss and Joe Root sends us in because we're playing out for the team. Why do I feel like Australia would have finished the day like 6 for 290 still?
Mate, and the conversation would have been Root made the wrong decision at the toss.
Yeah.
Because everything Root does will be wrong because the team he's playing against is better than him.
Yes. Now, this England team is so bad that I think that, I mean, they've lost series at home already. But this Australian team would beat this England team in England. And you can't lose series at home. That's just fucking cricket 101.
So he goes, England are 2 down just before lunch, and you're thinking they've actually done okay. Maybe the wicket's not too bad. Cummins has got a couple.
Yeah.
He's nicked Hamid off.
Yes.
He's got Crawley.
Yes.
Crawley makes the best 12 that an opener's made for England.
So he's in there.
Lock him in for the series.
Yeah.
He looked good
Hell
down
of
the
a 12.
ground.
Fuck, it's a good 12.
He played something in front of the wicket. Aussies respect that. He's tall. It's in front of the wicket.
Yep.
Like it.
Yep.
But then, Cummins gets another one.
Sider comes back.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Who was it before lunch? Milan. Caught first slip. Warner, mitts, thick fingers, big mitts, all
and there's
good.
just an air
big
of...
mitts to face ratio and body ratio.
Oh, and
fine.
the thickness of the fingers wrapped around that ball. Like,
the way that he threw the ball, he took the catch and he hadn't completed his follow through.
He wheels away, Warner, when he catches it.
Exactly. He hadn't fully accepted the ball and he was already celebrating, which is also intimidating. They're the subtle minutiae bits.
Yes.
What do they call that? It's like they say microaggressions. It's micro intimidation, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
He's already celebrating before he's finished the catch.
And not a lot of people talk about that.
I wouldn't have thought so. So now England are 3 down at lunch, and everyone knows 3 down at lunch, that's the bowler session.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Cummins ends up jagging 3.
But it wasn't just inevitable. Like,
is he going to get 10?
When Milan went forward to that ball, it's like, okay, Australia session, see you later. All that 150. That's what it felt like.
Okay, so England are 3 down at lunch, and they've got Root and Stokes. And then they're starting to look okay. Root and Stokes. And then, as you said, Root playing at a ball at 6 stump. There you go. Hey, look, Root, I don't know if I have seen a batsman so consistently, a batter I should say, so consistently make their way to 50. He said in the lead up to the game, I think I can bang out 100. And I like how he said banged out 100. Like, I've worked with people who can just bang out articles. Really easily. And it's exactly what they do. They just bang it out.
Yep.
And he bangs out hundreds. But he's like, mate, no one can fucking bang out a 50 better than this bloke.
No.
It's a beautiful 50.
Hey,
it's a beautiful 50, no more, no less.
And he's gone past, he's now the 3rd highest run scorer in a calendar year. He needs 108, something, 110, something like that, and in the final innings to get the record, which he might do. I don't know. Mate, here's a thought for you.
Here you go.
Australia didn't bowl that well. I don't think Australia bowled that well.
Yeah. Well,
mate, look at the wickets. Like, Australia didn't bowl bad. They didn't bowl badly. Like,
they were just there.
They were just there. It was okay. It's like, mate, what the fuck is Ben Stokes doing? What the fuck is that? What's Joe Root doing? What the fuck is Josh Butler doing, mate?
Well, Butler.
Mate, all these things, mate. Again, I said this in the last Test match. This isn't necessarily getting beaten by a better team, like how England are losing. It's the execution of their skills is so far beneath what these guys are capable of, because a lot of these guys are fucking... Like, Josh Butler's my favourite player to watch with a white ball. Like, oh my God, one of the best ball strikers. I know it's a fucking different code just about Test cricket and white ball cricket, but man, the frustration is there is like, watching Bairstow get to 35, you're like, okay, there's something here, and then...
Yeah, something to look at here.
There's something to look at.
We'll have a look at this.
Okay, he gets, to be fair, he gets fucking set up pretty nicely. A couple of full balls from Stark there, and then there's one at his head. So, look, that's... And again, like, the ball
Not
that gets...
good enough.
The ball that gets Hamid, the ball that gets Crawley, like... It's Test cricket. You're going to get good balls. I don't think either one of those balls, whilst not being bad balls, in fact, whilst being good balls, aren't necessarily like, oh, well, it's inevitable that you should get out to that, you know?
I thought Hamid's was a fucking good
one. Oh, look, I think it is as well. But
if he leaves it, it's in the stumps.
But what... Oh, yeah, sure. But like what I feel like as well, that you can, if a better player navigates it, just about, I don't know, mate. I've got frustrations with this England team because I still see like there are some players here, but fuck me, like it's just... The meekness of it all and the infighting now out of it, and it's just so inevitably like this team can't win a game in Australia.
I like your point about Australia's bowling today. There was something about the nature of the dismissals, all at 185, where you were right. Like Australia was just there. It was the sort of innings where one team knows they're going to lose.
Yeah,
it wasn't like, oh, you've gone and you've wrestled my wicket from me. In a Test match, it's like one team's better than the other, and we're just playing against each other all the time now.
Yeah. Man,
they're only one innings away. Like 250. It's a game.
Yeah,
they've done this a couple of times now. It's like you guys were close-ish.
Yeah,
but still psychologically so far away.
So far away because 250 isn't just 70+ runs. It's what that does to the Australian innings. Like a bit more scoreboard pressure.
Yeah,
like,
and you can bowl in the morning and all that sort of shit.
All that shit.
So, anyway, it's the only time in the past 100 years a team's been dismissed for 185 or less in the first innings of the MCG and gone on to win the Test.
Oh, yeah, okay. That was,
it was the one off Centenary Test 77. Well, 1901, yeah, a bit was going on there too.
In Hungary, though.
Mate, we got into
Kaiser.
we're in the MCG and we had to drop some stuff off at the media centre, and there was one unnamed British journo. He has never named at birth.
Elon Musk kid.
He walked past us and he just sighed and he said, "What the fuck am I going to write about today?" You were right, and I don't really know what else to say about England's innings, mate. I mean, I think that's been covered. They haven't been able to, both all times now in this game, in this series, they haven't been able to cobble something.
Mate,
apart from Root and Milan's partnership.
What about all these
together?
stats now about like the Root and Milan, that their average in this series is like 100 and something maybe, or it's something. But the other 40 partnerships is the average is 14. I mean, what the fuck is that?
It's all like
that is pathetic.
There's all sorts of stat stuff going around.
Yeah.
Like average. I saw a good one from a Wisden journalist. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one it was, but debutant batters for England from 2012. No, that was another one. The last 10 ones or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
The highest is 33. First class averages.
First class average
highest is 33. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Okay. Thing 3, Australia, anything doing? Harry needs some runs.
We've got a hell of a series here, I reckon. This could be tight. Yeah, Harris needs some runs. I guess Green's having a pretty good summer with the ball.
It was a bit of how you're going about Scott Boland's selection, but you know what? England have created this. Like there was a bit for me. There was a little bit of like they earmarked him as an MCG specialist. I mean, fucking Pat Cummins an MCG specialist. He doesn't play there. So is Jasper Bumrah.
Bumrah's pretty good there as well.
I reckon if heaps of guys played there, they'd be there too. I'm doing cartwheels for Boland. Like, don't get me wrong. Guy hits the deck, give him a game. Love it.
I'm not sure I rode it much today. I mean, he's fucking test debut, Boxing Day, nerves, all there. I mean, he can probably perform better than that. But I just thought it was kind of Englandy. It was 130 to 135. It was just, it was okay.
Mate, all these blokes come into bowl when one of Stark, Hazelwood or Cummins doesn't play. It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
And they all have wonderful Sterling Sheffield Shield records and first-class records and stuff.
Yep.
I honestly take it as an opportunity to be reminded of how good those three are. Yeah. Because when you see it on TV, you're like, there's a difference between world-class and guys who are really fucking good.
Hey, mate, there's also just an element here of like, I mean, Nisa has been next cab for fucking years.
Mate, what's Nisa done?
What's Richardson? Is Richardson?
He has to be.
I mean, Hazelwood's.
He fucking better
Hazelwood
be.
Hazelwood had the orange vest on.
Hazel was on ice. That's fine,
so
it's a bit of complacent. It's a bit like we can blood a couple of guys here.
And I don't love that.
I don't know if you like it. Yeah, you don't like it.
Yeah.
What's fucking Nisa said in the last test? He said something to someone.
Yeah.
He was out there fielding.
Yeah, he was. He's out there fielding.
Gee, you've worked hard for a long time now. It's got you a little pole there.
Yeah.
With Haseeb Hameed. You got your little moment.
Run fingers through your hair, that kind of gear.
Time for Scotty now. Yeah, everyone's getting their game.
Let's try the MCG specialist.
Mate, good luck to him, I reckon. He bowled well in his second spell before he got his wicket. So I think good luck to him. And England have worked Australia into a position where they can start blooding blokes for 3 tours of Asia, where we're going to need about 10 quicks who bowl dry.
I say bring Bukowski back straight from grade cricket.
To bowl.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's have a look. Who else you want to have a look at? Let's have a look at Maxi. Why not?
Yeah.
Couple of have a look at selections.
Mate, you were right when you said this to me today. But now it's sort of my idea.
Yeah.
This year for Australia, next year is Asia.
Yeah.
What can we do in India at the end of 2022?
George Bailey's already having a look at India now and Pakistan.
Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Oh, yeah, Pakistan as well. Yeah.
Or Sri Lanka, is it? Yeah. Yeah, we're having a look. We're having a look at Asia.
We're having a look at Asia this year.
We've got to start curating the SCG deck for Asia. We're fucking, this is prep.
That's right.
Okay. RIP Raymond Illingworth Higgins, 61 tests for England between 58 and 73. Skipper, died overnight. That's why they're wearing black armbands.
One of only 4 England captains to ever win in the Away Ashes.
Yep, chair of selectors, England coach in the 90s. I note a lot of journos and stuff were saying he wouldn't have been happy with a few shots today. Yeah. But, I think the batters have had a tough enough time for people to start saying that, recently dead guys are fucking not approving of you.
You've actually brought shame on this guy who recently passed away. Fucking hell, all right.
AskTGC, thanks to the great people at ACO who may or may not sponsor your Christmas turkey or whatever it is in India.
Yeah.
Rahul writes in, same theme, funnily enough. Boys, at this point in time, we have enough data to conclude that this England team is on par with some of the minnows of Test cricket and should not be afforded the luxury of playing these marquee series in front of such massive crowds and spoil our Boxing Day experience. Thoughts?
I don't know how many times I can say this. Like, you guys have got your own series. Like, the Ashes are the Ashes.
Yeah.
Like, and they will always be the Ashes. Yeah. And they'll always live in England, apparently. That's what they just live in.
Well, it was a gift.
It was a gift.
It's not yours, it's
ours.
ours.
You guys got... Now, this is a big series. Now, we will be covering the India-South Africa, or in many ways, a South Africa-India series, given it is in South Africa. The dailies. So that started literally the first ball is just about to be bowled as we're recording this. So you guys will be getting that the morning after that game, which is just before we watch the other game of the Ashes. So
it's all good.
There's lots going on. But
game of the Ashes.
Get your fucking hands off the Ashes.
Get
you
your
guys,
mitts off it.
You guys fucking dominate everything. The IPL is going to go for 10 months soon. You're bringing in more teams. Fucking Lucknow. Fucking Gambier's got a mentor role. Okay. Just let us have these Ashes, even though they're shit every 4 years and they're only good every other opposite 4 years.
Can I also just ask the audience as well, what do you reckon? There's 4 plus 10 days left of this series, so 14 days left. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Are we doing, ennui is the state of listlessness.
Yeah.
Nothingness because of complacency and the same outcome over and over. Man, I'm in a state of ennui.
I think it's also a salmon roll.
I've often asked for a salmon ennui instead of a salmon nigiri.
I keep making this mistake.
You want salmon and listlessness.
And then a sensei comes out from the back of the sushi kitchen.
What are we talking about? What angles do you want? Yeah. What do you need? And no, it's not going to be can India take over the Ashes.
Yeah, can you guys fuck off?
No, not fuck
off.
No.
Please stay, Daddy.
And Dada.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you and to yours and to the possessions that you own. Your chattels of property and other pensions that you may have, trappings for your eyes.
Trappings for your eyes. Merry Christmas to me and mine. That's
right.
The things I own.
That's right.
People, that is.
See you guys tomorrow on the internet. Cheers.